Once again, if you're just joining and looking at this, need some subscribers. Help a guy out. Yeah, I don't care, baby.
The kids love the
Yeah, I heard that. I need to check the account and see if there's enough in there. I really wouldn't mind getting them some. It doesn't matter what you spent or not. It matters how much is in the account. Exactly. I don't either because I haven't looked.
I did get stuff in
Yeah, so the credit rate, the credits are like 7.8 mil, which is honestly still fairly affordable. That means I could pull about 100 to 200 credits out in a solid hour of super serious looting, which is fantastic. Because if you get super serious with enough loot speed and implants, you just pull scrap quick. And your average pull of like cash comes to be like 100,000 on a run. And it's like, you gotta skip on ammo and stuff too, right? Like I don't like skipping on ammo, but the ammo market's never been worse than it is now. I don't know this guy at all, but I want to know him. So I think I was doing Chemplant like 140 loot spots in like 12 minutes when I was going super serious, super nerdy. So you do that 4 times an hour, so you can hit about. I like Chemplant, but prison started growing on me. At first, I didn't really like the prison because I was like, oh, this is literally just like looting in death row. And now I'm like, so I like Chemplant. The rats are a little tricky. If you're melee, I'd say melee is going to be better off in Chemplant. But I'd say if you're a ranged looter, rifle, pistols.
5.
Nice. Chickens laid 5 eggs, dudes.
I left one out there.
So
Half a dozen.
if you're looting Impaler and stuff, or Vindicator or anything like that, probably prison's gonna be better, right? And also the layout of prison, I think prison's layout it's a little goofy, right? There's a lot of I thought maybe there was a lot of backtracking, but I was looking at it pretty seriously the other night. I usually do, but like if my brother's grinding, right, I'm gonna send him ammo and stuff. So I'll just take the L and die, and go back to outpost and send him ammo from bunker, and then I'll come back up here and do it again. The barricade looting is really where you're gonna make a lot of money, and then also like I'll pick up rounds that I'm gonna use to grind, like Symphony of Slaughter. I was grinding the other night and I could not do it. I was just so burned out, and I'm honestly burned out right now. But I feel like I'm having a good time. I've been really wanting to do something live for you guys because it's not fair that you guys get, you know. I pay an editor too, and he's having difficulties because he's actually ran out of hard drive space from video editing. The poor bastard. Shout out to Tom Ridgewell. I love you, buddy. And he's I'm Madness Driver 2, Madness Driver 3, Arcadria 2, Arcadria 3, Vapin, Apin, Absolute Scum Mercher, and he is made of steel. Right, and then I got my other buddy that he's not really playing right now, so he tells me, he goes, oh, I'm still paying for gold membership, so if you could, would you log in and buy the limited implants when they come down? So I'm effectively managing ammo for my brother. I am managing credits for Gerard, And so, and then, you know, when it comes like events and stuff, I'll pick up like 700 of whatever the holiday gift is, and I'll usually hold on to them because people are going to miss those events and they're going to go drop 30, 40, 50 mil trying to get something, and they're going to be in a clan or in a chat room that I'm in, and they're going to be like, oh, fuck, I still need this, this, and this. And I'll be like, hey, what's your account name? And then I can just send them a couple. And I'll be like, and they'll be like, what do you want me to do with the extra ones? And I'm like, oh, just give them away to somebody that needs them. No, I honestly, after grinding this one up so high, I don't think I would want to play somebody else's account. Like, just because it's like, I don't even want to grind my other account. I was going to grind one of my accounts over in Fear the Perfect Dark, and honestly, man, I was like, no, I just don't fucking want to do it. And it's like a level 128 engineer, so it's already like almost through the hard spot. And that's the other thing, is I've been grinding outside of roleplay class for a while now too. Well, I mean, dude, it's a video game. There's a lot of people here that take this shit super serious. Did you see all the drama about merchers and rentals in the Dead Frontier Discord recently? Holy shit, dude. I get ads about that stuff all the time. Like, oh, how do you feel about this? How do you feel about this? I'm like, well, I don't feel like that they're addressing the issue properly, and well, see, that's the thing, right? Like, I'm not really doing a whole lot on there because I'm literally just sending shit to it, opening another browser and telling it to accept the shit, and then shoving it in the storage, and occasionally sending like 10 mil over to buy storage slots. Like, at some point, if you have friends that are super low level, message me in game. If you're trying to get somebody to start playing this game, I have survivors weapons. I have 24/24 of the holiday armors and stuff. Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. So what the fuck is putting 3 implants for 50 mil, right? 3 implants at 50 mil. Hold on. Let's have some fun here. All right, my loot runs at 15 minutes average like this, right? So now I need to go to 50 mil, and now I need to divide that by 450,000, right? So I get 111, right? So now I need to multiply that by 0.25, right? Because that's how many hours it's going to take me to loot this. I would have to loot 27.77 hours, right? If I worked a minimum wage job in the United States, I would have made $201, right? And $201 breaks down to divide by 100 and then multiply by 4,000. The same amount of time that I would have looted for that implant, I would have made 8,055 credits, right? Now, if I sell that back at 7.8 mil, well, we'll just do 7.8 and we'll just do short math. I would have had 628 million in game, right? So why would I trade my life efficiency in that manner? Okay? Oh, did it take the wind out of the sails of merchers? No, it didn't take the wind out of sail out of merchers. It took the wind out of the sail of the normal population that said, yes, I'm going to buy a second Frostbite and put it on the market with my GM, I got 100 credits off, okay? So I paid 900 credits for this. I'm going to put it back up for the value of 1,000 credits. If you look at the cost of a Frostbite, it is still at the value of about 1,000 credits. On event, you're always going to see people spike things up, especially if they're older. What was Frostbite at? Was it at like 90 mil? They were trying to get 1,200 credits out of it. Yeah, exactly. If Dead Frontier became your fucking job, you are a pathetic little worm and you should not even play. If you live in a third world country and you're selling shit black market for this game, let me tell you, why don't you just pick up a talent instead? Somebody out there is going to let you design a web page, or design a picture, or art, or something else, or music, or video editing, and it's going to be much better worth your time than selling shit for 35 cents on the dollar, right? For fucking Dead Frontier shit. You're gonna work that many hours for $200 of credits? No, you're gonna work a lifetime for $200 in credits. And there's like, you know, the same thing can be said. Be like, well, why are you streaming a video game, a dead video game? Dude, I just like this video game. There is no way YouTube's ever gonna monetize me. The way I swear, I say racist shit and everything else. Like, God bless YouTube for even having me here. I do my best to keep it fucking mild, but still. Like, if I wanted to monetize this, I'd go full PG-13, right that the game is for children when I make the videos, and then I'd just put a bunch of fucking quick grabs there and asking for people to like and comment and subscribe. By the way, did you know that children on your phone will like and comment and subscribe on damn near anything? My kids sure did. I had to make a whole new YouTube, and then I was like, you know what, why don't I just stream on this? And honestly, I enjoy talking to you guys. No, it's not. It's not. But can you go to your local university and get a cybersecurity course? Because you could make 20 USD an hour doing cybersecurity. And you may have to contract your own, but that might even pay higher. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, when you say third world country, do you mean Europe? Sorry, that's a joke in poor taste. I live for the memes on Facebook. Aw, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I really do. Because yeah, because I play another indie game. It's real small. It's called Pirate Souls. There's like 3 players online right now because the dev team is like 2 dudes, right? So they're not able to really shit out content. Europe is definitely third world country, man. You can't have guns over there. Tell me that's not third world country, bro. I can go down into Africa. I could probably get a gun faster than I can get food, right? In the African continent, it'd probably be easier to get a gun and some cocaine than it would be to get a food and a stable job and a house. Like I could be out there with the Somali pirates, right? Making fucking diesel out of crude oil on the side of the riverbanks, smoking weed and shit, having a great time, not having a wife and kids like shit, but like that's literally, it would be easier to obtain a gun in that country. So how the fuck is Europe not a third world country at this point? People can't have guns. Like, they're living a communist dystopian nightmare and they don't even know it. The whole world's gone insane. We're on the verge of fucking World War III. It's literally just going to be who the fuck decides to throw I have the bigger dick in the ring, right? That's literally what we're waiting on right now, is somebody to just say, yep, I got the big dick. Yep, right here, me, big dick, here's big dick coming through, excuse me, pardon me, big dick. And next thing you know, we're going to have a full-on fucking war. And you know the United States don't touch their fucking boats. Don't touch their boats, ask Japan. But see, the other thing is, people really underestimate one other thing about the United States. Just north of the United States is the #1 war criminal that ever existed, Canada. And you know what Canada's protection plan is? Like, why they don't have a military budget? The reality is because they sell oil to the United States cheap. That's literally their defense budget. Because you're not going to fuck that, right? And then, I don't know if you keep up with, like, world politics. Another thing was, China was bragging about their, like, $10 billion defense budget. And, you know, people all over the world scoffed about it. But they didn't take into consideration that that's $10 billion of Chinese labor. So, realistically, China is now the second most well-funded military in the world. I mean, they're coming out with Gen 5 aircraft. They're about to be on Gen 6 aircraft. They're going to be a problem. And then they have treaties with Russia, like allied ship without end or something like that they considered, and that's cool. I really wish that the United States was in a diplomatic state where working along with Russia and China was fine, but I think there's too many, I don't know, there's too many fucking idiots in politics right now. Like you don't shit where you eat. China made a bunch of our shit, and then we wanted to pull out of manufacturing with them, which is all fine and dandy. That's all fine and dandy. I understand having a nationalism pride, wanting to have things made in your country. But there's a couple things that have to be understood. Is like when you put tariffs on China and it brings low cost products like to their knees, because now they're no longer low cost. Who suffers? BRICS countries. Fuck. Could you give me a quick breakdown of BRICS countries? Because I just cannot fucking remember what that means. Ooh, big stack. Big money, no whammies. Did we already hit this spot? So we're most of the way done. Money, it's a crime. Dun, 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 boom, 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 boom. Money, get away. Oh, no. I hate it when I can't see that rat, dude. Yeah, we'll take those. We need one set. Oh, that was like way too many not... I need a crit tracker, right? So I should have like 2 more hits crit, right? No? 2. There's 2 crits in a row. It should be 4 crits in a row. Do you have that updated cabin map? If you click on my community tab, there's I think one that's missing only two rooms that have cabins. Yeah, right? And were you enjoying yourself the whole time, or were you getting frustrated? Because I personally think it's absolutely ridiculous that a game should be as complicated as Final Fantasy XII getting a Zodiac Spear, right? And if you haven't heard about Final Fantasy XII's Zodiac Spear, look that shit up. Yeah, exactly. And that's not fun. What are you hoping to get out of it? The top looter for the day, win 100 credits? That's another thing, like the Dusk Shop, they need to revamp it. The X Dusk Shop, it being only top clan or level 415 is absolutely... I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. It's fucking retarded. It's absolutely fucking retarded. You want to make a competitive shop? I'll tell you what you do. You make a competitive shop that sells fucking experimental parts, devil hearts, biomasses, and a random blueprint every day. Right? Even if that experimental parts were like 9 mil, 8 mil, right? And that's what you got from being a competitive clan. That would be wild. Don't make them non-transferable. This game is terrible with this non-transferable shit. You're not generating income. You're generating pissed off players. Because no matter what you do, if you're not developing things for the game, how do you expect to make money out of the game? right? That's the thing. Like, oh, people are not buying credits, so we're not making any money. Well, have you made anything fucking new recently? What about the people that actually are playing and spending the most, doing the most? Like, once we buy everything, what do we have to do? Like, either I can enjoy myself and have fun and help my friends buy shit. I can go loot and buy the credits off other players so they have money to buy the shit they want. Or I just have to sit there and be like, yeah, well, there's nothing new to do. There's nothing I want to do. I'm just going to stop playing. And then I forget about the game for 4 fucking years and come back and go, oh yeah, this is a game. Oh, look, they're talking about a new update coming soon. Oh, that's awesome. But if you don't continually update it, it ain't worth shit. You're not going to generate money by not making an update. If you want to fucking... If you want to put this thing on a fucking fire like a hog roast, you got to get to making some food. You want to make more money out of Dead Frontier? Make an implant every week. Leave it in the shop for 30 days. Oh, but now everybody's saying, oh, the game is so pay to win. After it's been gone for 90 days, put a lower rated version in the fucking Vendatron for 50 mil. Because there's some kid out there that's going to go run 3,000 loots a day so he can buy that implant at the end of the week. And he's going to be so happy with himself and so happy and definitely not burned out and not playing until the next event. Because that definitely is a thing. Yeah, but looting during the event is just scrap, right? It's literally what I'm doing right now, and it's just a little bit faster. Like, the only difference between me looting right now and me looting on the event is on event, I'm not picking up katanas, BM salvages, shit like that. I'm not picking up steel 90s. I'm not picking up Nodachis. Oh, yeah, for sure. I started playing it seriously Thanksgiving last year. Before that, I was level 50. Like, on 3 accounts. To me, it didn't make sense to... When I wanted to just log in and play something, I'm like, oh man. But when I left, right? When I left before that, we only had the first implants. Ooh, big sack. Have you played any Dead Frontier 2 yet? I'm going to do a stream of that a little bit later here too. I started playing that and I actually enjoy it. I haven't bought a gold membership over there yet, but I'm thinking about it. But I also want to wait for an event because it resubscribes at a cheaper rate. They don't give free credits over there, they give you a discount. Big stack. With how many accounts running bosses? 5? And that's assuming you don't get an experimental parts. You get an experimental parts, your average goes up quite a bit, because at bare minimum you're going to go up an average of 1.5 mil a day. And that's off one part in a week. You run 5 accounts, back-to-back boss hunting, and you're likely to get a couple parts. I also owe the YouTube community a money-making guide. Is your one that's doing biomass also your looter? Because that's what I would do. If you're going to be down there and do a behemoth raid on that account, I would have my looting implants over there too. Right, that way when it's not Behemoth, when you're burned out from fucking doing boss raids up in fucking Sekranam, you can go down and do bossing in DR because it's pretty good. Bandits in DR because they're hard and they are fun when you are successful. And the other thing is, this is, I've seen this be a really big issue. I fucking hate that this is an MMO that you pretty much have to play single player. I'll tell you what though, man, bosses are pretty fucking fun in multiplayer. I love watching that dude with the chainsaw just running at that devil hound infinitely. Or I had a buddy, we did a devil hound hunt on stream a couple weeks back. Maybe a couple months back now that I think about it. And on our screen, the devil hound is running straight at him. On his screen, he's circling the devil hound. And it's like, huh, that's funny. See, I agree, and honestly, but I'm a big looter, so I like the dopamine rush when I get a good pull. So it doesn't matter if I'm doing a boss or a loot run. I'm just chasing a dopamine high. I'm just chasing that dragon, dude. No, the issue with their sync at the end of the day is just the communication to the server. Server, even if they have a sub server over here, right? I'm pretty sure this shit's over in London, and most of your players are probably in North and South America. And I could be wrong. But another thing, like, I thought maybe they should do it like Warframe. Warframe will build an instance off of one person's connection, and then everybody connects to them basically, and then they have the ability to shut off if somebody's got 500 ping. You can't play with me, dude. I can't have that shit in my game. Like, I could set a ping limit on Warframe, and that's the way I think Dead Frontier could be successful, is by having a ping limit. Because it's not that I don't want to play with you if you got 400 ping, it's that I'd rather be in single player, and you probably would too at 400 ping with having me running around with 0 ping and your zombies are dying of starvation. I think Unity 5 is an attempt for them to just update the back end and update the graphics. Because, yeah, I mean, the graphics could be better, sure, but why do they need to be? The game functions fine without a graphics update. It's one of those things, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Then they might need Unity 5 to fix the sync issue. Once again, I'm not in with the dev and I don't know shit. Yeah, you play it on your, like, you get, like, hook up your cell phone to an old, like, dish satellite so you can pick up somebody's Wi-Fi 2 countries over. I know that sounds like a terrible fucking joke, but look it up. That's everything. Hey, dude, there ain't nothing wrong with dial-up internet if you can play this. Dude, dial-up had potential. There used to be modems that you could crank up the amount of speed you were getting with dial-up. It was funny as shit. Welcome to the stream. Hey, what up? You got a Vindicator, DX? Hey, if you're watching this right now, guys, if you guys like Warzone, go check out DX Boy. He's a Warzone nerd. Oh, you're saying I'm gonna loot a full Vindicator. And what I do, I'm just, look, I'm not gonna fucking lie, DX. If I loot a full Vindicator today, you could fucking have it. On payment.